part of the screen to record, or we can have it make a selection based on the window and record that selection of the screen. Keep in mind this is still an overall screen recording and not only just that window we selected. Then we can select record, and that's about all there is to it. Now if you want to use a tool that only captures a specific window and have more control over your audio sources, you can use the game bar. So we'll stop this recording by pressing escape and then go ahead and closing out this window, and then we can press Windows G to open the game bar. Now Game Bar will select to record the last window that you had selected, and only that window. So if you overlay anything on top, it'll still only record that window. You can also choose to capture the system sound as well as your mic at the same time. There's also an option to enable the record what happened feature, meaning it'll be recording but not saving in the background. So instead of recording for hours on end, you can have it save the previous 30 seconds if something cool happened and only keep that bit. You can also change this amount of time in the Windows settings by going to Gaming, Captures, and changing the time in the Record What Happened dropdown. Now the pros of these features are they're built into Windows and relatively easy to use. However, they don't have native full screen options, and they don't have many features in terms of customization, and you can only record one source at a time, but all in all, they're great options to have. Clipchamp. The Microsoft editing tool that comes with Windows actually has its own native screen recorder built into it. If we go into Create a New Video and then hit the Record and Create tab, it'll give us an option for Screen. We can then select our mic, then hit the big red button, and then either choose a specific window or a full screen to record, along with the option to include system audio if needed. And once we hit share, it'll start the recording. And of course I told it to record itself so it'll give us the infinite tunnel of doom, but once we finish the recording we can hit stop and then save and edit. Once we've recorded our video, it'll automatically be placed into the Clipchamp editor, and we can either modify the recording, trim it, generate subtitles or captions, or add additional effects. And when we're ready, we can select the export dropdown and choose the quality we want to export in. The big pro is that there's a full editing software built into Windows, but other things include being able to capture full screens or applications and having free AI tools for auto captioning, auto cutting, noise removal, background removal, and more. The cons are that you're limited to 30 minutes per recording, and in the free version you can't export higher resolution than 1080p. And there's not an easy record and save as a file option, so the editing aspect can be a bit of a learning curve, especially if that's not what you're after. Boom! This is one of the more interesting tools I've used. Boom runs from your browser and offers a free forever plan with unlimited recording and an editing suite. And they state in order to keep it free, they run light, non-intrusive ads, which I think is a perfectly acceptable compromise.